in the middle, you have most married men who marry a woman and give her sexual exclusivity because that's the only sex they're likely going to get for the rest of their life. It's not like
But
they out here.
then, but then
Or
Ashley
not get for the
Madison
rest of
comes out, which is the #1 cheating platform, and says that isn't true.
What is the #1 cheating platform?
Ashley
Ashley
Madison.
Madison is
Ashley,
literally a
oh,
dating site for married people to
yeah,
cheat.
yeah, yeah. I've seen the ads. I've seen the ads.
So we're not going to question your algorithm.
I
But
have never heard that.
moving
before.
right along.
It's like the same white girl in a bra sitting there like this. I've seen it.
But so like those statistics don't necessarily add up either. Like I don't know if it's my own cognitive dissonance or if I'm being overly critical of the situation, but I'm listening to people, I'm watching the statistics, like the math is really not mathing. And I don't know who's being dishonest about what, but like this really is not making a lot of sense, to be honest.
Ashley Madison
I
got
agree.
65 million members.
I totally agree with you. I totally
Damn.
agree with you. Like even when you look inside of our social circles, the single guys can, like, my single friends don't have a problem. Don't have a single problem.
Let me delete this from
I
my
don't
search
actually
history.
know any men that have a problem of getting it. So I don't understand. Like when y'all mention those stats, I'm always like, where's that group at? Like, where's this large group that you guys are talking about? That's the majority of men that aren't getting any.
They hear. I hear them talking
Yeah,
about it in the past.
and
I don't know.
I agree with you, AP, because I haven't been around any men who have said that they have a hard time. There's
Type in
there's
black pill.
typically one woman that at least one that's available. So
Search black pill.
huh?
Search black pill. Search black pill. The men that subscribe to that. If you look at the men that are raging the most, probably in the red pill, it's a lot of men who going through this. I didn't think it existed either until I came into the space and start like exploring around, and that's where this incel term come from. Involuntary celibate men. Like
Now, is
exists.
it? But Mo, can you question? Like I guess clarify this. Is it that they're not gaining access to the women they want, or is it that they're not gaining access to any women at all?
I think
Because
it's
I think there's a difference.
It's a bit of both.
It depends on the
Yeah,
man.
I think it's just both. I
Okay.
think these men are not desirable to women in a section like I would say there's a cluster of men that need to offer commitment to get stable sex. So when outside of that, they are not desirable by women for one night stands, casual sex, or any other arrangement like that.
So again, this statistically speaking, right? They are a very loud minority.
Who incels?
Yes. Right? We're not talking about the men who just get called incels. We're talking about like actual incels, right? They are a very loud, very dangerous minority. I understand with like social media and the way people are not are having less human interactions that number is probably going to grow in the future, right? Because women demand a certain level of not just emotional intelligence, but social aptitude from a partner. And yes, I'm using partner because I'm not referring to marriage. I'm talking about sexual engagements, right? I understand that number is likely to grow with the growth of like working from home opportunities with AI and all of this stuff, that like actual human interactions is slowly dwindling. But at the end of the day, like they don't make up the mass majority of people. The mass majority of people have some sort of access to sex, right? AP was saying earlier in the show that some men are willing to smash a chick who is nowhere near attractive in any shape, way, or form, right? So if that is true, and if it is also true that women are having sex with people that they are not attracted to, how does this make sense?
What women?
But
What women
hold
are
on,
having sex with dudes they're not attracted to?
let me ask you this.
Most women have at least one person. Most women who are sexually active have at least one person that they're like really ashamed to admit.
Oh shit! All you ugly niggas, listen up.
Yeah, but the majority,
majority of
but
women,
the,
right?
the
The
tables have
majority of
flipped
people,
though. The majority of the virgins today, there are more virgin men than there
Male.
are women. You know,
And
let's
what
just be
age group
fair.
are we talking to? Because I
Like what?
think that's a
Oh,
difference too.
all the
Oh,
wait,
Age group.
30. The recent numbers they took were actually over 30 years old.
Okay.
There were
yeah,
far more male virgins than there
yeah,
are female
far
virgins.
more male virgins than
But
there are
and
women.
the worst part about it is that if you are black, like looking at the black community, women only like a certain type of guy. And if dudes don't have the ability to make himself that, like we know the type of guy they go for, that they all literally get salivate and their panties drip for. Like everybody knows that type of guy. That's why I'm like the dudes who are socially awkward, like you said, can't hold the conversation. They're automatically disqualified and they don't even try. It's like they don't even show up.
A lot of men are sexually invisible to a lot of women.
Yes.
But
Y'all just don't want to be honest about it.
see,
That's
I'm
the
willing.
thing about it.
I'm a guy, and I'm willing to be honest about it. What is it? What is? Let's just call it. What's the percentage? Right? Give me any roundabout percentage, because I have questions.
I just
Yeah,
really
So
not that ain't.
the
most men
way
are reaching out of their league, like we've talked
nah,
about before,
No,
where
no,
we
it's not
talk
even
you
about
that.
so mistaken,
you're a
mistaken.
four, but you want a 10.
You've never been an ugly nigga in your life. You better hold on. You've
Exactly.
never been
Thank
one.
you.
So
I've been
okay,
They
one my
wait,
whole
cannot.
life,
wait,
so
wait,
come on
wait,
now.
wait,
They
wait.
40 about
okay. Go ahead.
40%. I think 40% of the top men and the 40% of the top women are all having sex with each other. It's only the small 10% that has access in having their way with everybody. There is a bottom 50-60% that are getting no play.
Dope. Okay, I'm so
Wait, wait,
let,
wait,
let
wait.
I'm a low ball it
One
real quick.
second.
Let's just say 25%. That would be 1 out of 6 of us would know at least one guy, one single guy who can't get any play. Any one of y'all know a guy like that?
Yes.
I don't.
Because I don't. I legit don't.
Well,
Yeah.
because well, hold on. We need to add a little bit more context to that
Yeah.
because you tend to congregate and be around a certain caliber of men who are cut from a
Absolutely.
different cloth. Those men that we're specifically talking about who meet this metric, you're not in community or proximity to those dudes. You're not
You ever
talking
been
to
to
those
Comic
dudes.
Con? You'll see a lot of them.
And there's
Exactly.
girls that participate in those as
The
well. That's
spaces
what I'm
that
trying
Right.
those
to
dudes go
say.
yeah,
You
to,
but the
you're
girls
you
that
ever
not
be
been
at.
having sex with
you
those
ever been
dudes
to a
at the Comic Con.
cosplay? You'll see a lot of them.
Yeah, the girls aren't
No,
having
So
sex
I know
with the
exactly what
guys
you're
at the
talking
Comic
They
Con.
be
about.
putting
And let
on
me just
Star
say,
Wars outfits and shit. Yeah,
yeah,
you
they
ever
do.
seen them
wait.
They
too?
do.
Okay, wait.
I've been,
So
let me just
so
say this real fast, real fast. I know exactly
Hey,
what
Mike,
you're
like,
talking
like where I
about.
get my action figures at, they full
I
of.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
listen. I actually, there's a place here in Atlanta, and I went it on Mondays. They have it on the Beltline, and it's a line that's wrapped, and you're right there in the superhero outfits, absolutely. But it be women in them superhero outfits too, and they be holding each other's
Yeah.
hands, being all awkward together.
Yeah.
So they be getting women. It just don't
They
be
don't
like
you know
they like each
that
other, which is the good thing
those
about
are their friends. Those are their homies. I'm telling you.
Wait,
Those dudes be friend zone so hard.
no.
Yo,
They
Hang
for
on
follow
one
real,
them
those
second.
and
dudes get no
everywhere. They give
play.
them money.
No,
They be
no.
holding their drink, but they don't let them hit. They don't let them
Okay,
hit.
so y'all
You my
really
best friend,
I
Jeremy.
heard all this stuff. So here's the thing, right? It's like maybe traditionally that was true. I think with this new wave of what women are attracted to now, especially the younger ones, there's no way. With
All right.
like this whole like BTS culture, the comic culture, the softer looking guy culture, the increasing number of women who are specifically are targeting medium ugly dudes.
Medium ugly.
Yo, you
It does
coined this shit. We
not.
gotta
No, I'm
you
telling
coined
you,
this.
like the numbers don't add up.
But what
They
about
don't.
ugly? Those men exist too, and
All
they
right.
They've always
make them black
existed.
pills.
No, they've always existed. Like their society has always factored those in. And I'm not again, my point isn't that like incels do not exist. My point is the amount of men that we're seeing don't have access to sex that isn't through a paid professional, right, is not as big as the way that these conversations are being made to sound. Like, it can't be. There's no way.
I thought
let me
that
ask
too.
you a
Talk
question. Let me
sounding
ask you a
30%
question.
stat.
Do you think that these men are coming out in mass to tell you that they're getting no play, and the ones who are paying for it are going to openly tell you, yes, every Saturday night I go down to the Piggly Wiggly and get my rocks off? That's not happening.
So here's I think that's a good point, Louise. So here's my thing, right? I think the same way that women are
Luis is a funny dude. Luis, you're funny as hell. I love it.
Give me a second. Let me get this off, right? Because I think the same way Trigger might keep saying that that the average woman is pricing herself out of the market. I think those men who are on the lower parts of the totem pole are pricing themselves out of the market. I think they too feel like they're entitled to the Instagram baddie, or they're not going for the women who are also threes.
No,
I don't think men think like that.
No,
Absolutely.
no.
Absolutely.
All right.
Not. Absolutely not.
First
Y'all
off,
got
your
it.
boo just broke the bank. By the way, somebody.
We got to go ahead and read it, and then we can continue a little bit.
We gotta.
Nah,
He
Where's
dropped
the
the
horn?
bomb.
y'all give me a second. So Shan, Enaz, and Mistaken. You telling me this dude, this is all good for you? This dude is getting play. That's what you're saying. Chat, all the ladies in the chat, you'll give the ass up to Little Richard and George Clooney's son. That's what you're saying. Okay.
You'll be amazed that there are full-blown men who dress like women who are getting play. It's like
But they're like, when you talk about BTS, you also got to factor in that these dudes are some of the highest status dudes in the goddamn world.
Yeah.
Like, and they're not fat, they're not out of shape. They got music, they got talent. You just not picking no random dude off the street.
Great. So can you explain the rise of attraction to dad bods then?
Well, the idea of being attracted to a dad bod.
Excuse me. Did you just say I'm out here winning? What did you say?
The attraction to dad bod is just that, oh man, this guy seems comfortable. You just want to be comfortable.
No,
so that dude in a certain season.
Hold on, Harrison. Because we can directly attribute the lack of marriage for women, and while they age, they're going to be more attracted to stability because they did not prioritize it before. Who are they more likely to be attracted to once they start looking for stability? Is a married man with time in that has established himself, that takes care of his family. That's me in the grocery store with my kids, always getting these fat booty chicks trying to bump carts with me, like, oh, excuse me, sir, and then lock eyes. I'm like, lady, this trick, it don't work, but that ass might be fat. But thank you, keep moving. Right?
Hey,
so
ladies, don't stop that trick. Keep doing that trick, ladies. Don't listen to Trigger Mike. Stop listening to Trigger Mike, ladies. Keep bumping me with the cart now. Y'all gotta quit. Don't listen to him. I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. It's getting bad. No, it's getting bad because I told you, I used to be naive. I thought a well-meaning man that was married and only focused on, his wife and raising his family would be left alone. I thought society would acknowledge that. Some reason it makes women want to compete with your wife. I'm not even saying it's about me. Women want to be in competition with the woman who got this responsible ass man. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Let me address that because it's not weird. I will explain the mentality behind that. I don't care if I'm breaking girl code.
Leave me and my dad bod alone, ladies.
It is there has become this thing where there is this like finite amount of men who are considered marriageable.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of thinking, because men will be like, will meet their homeboy's girl and be like, yeah, I want a girl just like her. Women don't function like that. Women say, I don't want somebody like him. I want him because he has a proven track record. That's what it is. Women are like, no, I'm not really in the work to figure out if he's worth it. This one, I already know. Somebody's already vetted him. Somebody's already figured this out. This should be light work. That is the problem with that.
Damn. That is demonic.
Y'all are ruthless.
And when I say, look, you will get this, especially as a black man, knowing that women prefer, a man that looks and dresses a certain type of way. I will be in reef flip flops and some Nike shorts and a white tee at HEB, and these ladies just, I think what it is too is that when you look like success a little bit when your children are trained and they following your directions, put your hand back in the cart. Like they like to watch dads in action. They love it. I don't know. That's sick to me. That's sick.
Yeah,
Right.
we can easily make sense of.
Let's hit these super chats, y'all.
I'll read it. These mistaken and Shannon checked out on us. All right, hold on. Chad Poole, $2. Women walk past men every day. Come on, stop it. My man AI Jack, 2. Recharge, knock it off. $50. Thank you for the 50 spot. Sir, I would never cheat on Inaz. After our hypothetical marriage, she is all in one woman. Friend, lover, side piece. I cannot understand how you aren't locked down. Whoever hurt you, I ain't him. But I can love you. But I can't love you neither. Shout out to Drizzy. Damn.
Dang, and now I dipped on it too.
Yep. AI Jack again. I'm out and broke. Inaz, best of luck. Any man would be privileged. I'ma head out. This level of big simping is making my skin crawl, and I threw up twice in my mouth. For you, Inaz, totally worth it. Damn, major simp. You got to get a number. You got to give him like a Google voice number. Or something,
I think that was that's so nice of you, AI. I
you
love a romantic guy. You seem like
you're
so
shoot his boy.
Awesome.
He's shooting from wherever he's from, baby. Wherever he's from.
He sounds like a toe sucker. These are the dudes that suck toes on the first day. He sounds like a toe sucker.
AI, if you are still in the building, where are you from? Don't say Atlanta.
No, he ain't here.
Who from Atlanta?
I live in Atlanta. All right, guys, gotta sum this thing up.
Inside
I have to
joke.
get back to watching my episodes of Suits.
Oh, what season you on?
I just listen, I have been cramming these things, and I went out with somebody yesterday, and he got me addicted on Suits.
I think that show's
I'm
on season 2. Yes, I
never watched
season 1. I'm on
you
season
about to
2.
It's not even on anymore, is it?
So that was my no. It went off like 2-3 years
ago. But you're not watching it.
Yeah, it was my favorite show for years. It was my favorite show. I would because I gotta binge all the old shows every few years. I do Suits, Breaking Bad, and Nip Tuck. I binge them all over again every few years.
Well, Breaking Bad is probably the best one you name.
It's the best show ever.
What about The Wire?
That's great.
Look, this is actually funny. Black shows like that traumatize me, bro. They take me to a dark place.
Yeah, Westworld?
Say that again.
Westworld?
No, people keep saying you would really like Westworld. Okay, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan's brother directed it. It's like top tier.
The Christopher Nolan Batman guy.
I did one season.
Oh,
I loved the first season.
So it must be dark. It must be dark. Okay, I'm gonna watch.
You ever seen Handmaid's Tale? It's the gender war one.
Say that again. The title.
The show Handmaid's Tale. It's on Hulu.
Oh, Handmaid's Tale. Oh.
It's the gender war.
I know you alive.
Crowd trigger, Mike. That's the most anti-simping show alive.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malevolent Elephant is a lie.
It has been ever so lovely to spend this Sunday night with you guys, and I do not want to go into Monday morning with you. So, with that being said, we're going to close up. Any final thoughts, young men and ladies?
Be honest. Tell the truth to people. And
honesty never hurt nobody. Well,
marry before you carry. And men, watch where you put your seed.
I got a better one. Marry before you open your legs.
Hold on now.
I got even better. Your father.
A man who's not married should not be.
Hey, Marcus. My daughter is sitting there. Daddy, are you gonna pick my husband? When I be saying it to her just on the low, and then her mom be like, because she'd be thinking like, oh, she should pick and you should approve. My daughter's on full daddy pick my husband mode. We're gonna keep that going till about 25. God willing.
I'm picking my kids.
Good luck.
Talking about. Yep.
I know. I'm gonna need it.
I would
All
say
right,
that.
you guys. It has been a wonderful day with you guys. I have been so blessed to be on such an amazing panel and to have such an amazing chat. I had a couple of shots, so I'm happy with it. So I want you guys to have an awesome week. And we will see you 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday, here on the Shakti Lapeef Experience. Night. Whoop, daddy.